Hi, this is Thomas with Believe and Run.
This is Robbie with Believe and Run.
And today we're talking about Skechers.
Go Run Ride 9.
I don't even think it has a hyper on it anymore.
Yeah, they took the hyper off, which they were like super adamant about.
Like I would get rid of the Go Run and keep the hyper.
Yeah, the Go Run's confusing.
Yeah, so confusing. Go Run, I'm gonna run.
Yeah, of course you're gonna run.
Go Run.
I guess maybe they want, since they're known for walkers, they want people to know it's a Go Run shoe.
So we are on the 9th edition of this shoe.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
We actually did a first video of the shoe and got like everything wrong. So we thought...
throw it in the garbage.
We thought
Let's
it
start
was
over.
like... No, it's fine.
No, I'm saying...
I saying throw this one in the garbage.
No, our first review.
Yeah, so we thought this had like skipped a few editions because we just like forgot some in the middle, but hey, we're on number 9.
Yeah, I mean, there were some that were kind of forgettable.
Yeah, and I think the last year's version did have the hyper burst, but before that it was just like...
Yeah, last year's version had the hyper burst. It had a very smooth ride, had less feeling of rubber on the bottom. We'll get into all that.
Yeah, so anyways, let's get into this shoe. What is the shoe in general?
This is a daily trainer. This is your mileage eater, your throw it on, just clock the miles. Nice feeling, lightweight daily trainer.
Definitely on the more lighter weight range of daily trainers.
Yeah, as long as we're talking about it.
Let's just weigh it now.
Why don't we do that? So ounce-wise, for a size 10.5, it weighs 9.1 ounces. So not super light. I mean, if you think about it, the Mach 4 is still about an ounce lighter than this.
Mach 4 is like super light. But
Yeah. And then for grams, let's just do the grams. Everybody loves the grams, especially our foreigner people. 258 grams for a size 10.5.
So this has like an engineered mesh upper, pretty lightweight, pretty breathable, non-gusseted tongue, but just like thin, still comfortable.
Yeah, it's a comfortable tongue. It has a nice pillow padding right where you're gonna tie it, so that's nice. Upper is breathable. Again, it's like a double mesh upper. Feels pretty good on the foot, pretty airy. I didn't have any problems with the upper. The collar fits nice. There's no heel lift, no hot spots. Overall, fits true to size. I'm pretty happy with the upper and the makeup of the shoe.
So let's move on to the midsole, which is their hyper burst and kind of one of our favorite midsoles dating from a few years back.
Nitrogen-infused.
They were really one of the first people to do the
supercritical.
The supercritical nitrogen-infused. Why is there 2 names? Can we just get a lane for this nitrogen-infused stuff?
I don't know that we can. It even has like supercritical written on here. You know, I think it's like, just sounds cool. Like it's super and critical.
Technically it's not written on here. They took out all the vowels to look cool.
Supercritical. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you a little secret about this foam, Rob.
Okay.
If you like this foam in the Razor, and you like it in the Razor XS and all those other ones, this doesn't feel like the hyper burst that we're used to.
Yeah, I could agree with that. The lower layers of hyper burst give it more of a pop and responsiveness. This is okay, but
it's a little bit on the firm side. And what makes it even more kind of, I would say, awkward is that it is on that M strike, and you really feel between the firm, the extra rubber on the outsole, you really feel that spot in the shoe when you're coming through your stride that is that M strike, which to me is nice because I like a rocker, but on the other hand, you miss it from the toe spring. So I'm feeling the shoe pivot here back instead of in the forefoot where I kind of like that fast toe off, but I'm getting way ahead of myself about the feel of the ride. Let's just continue to talk about this midsole and the outsole.
Yeah, I mean, I have similar thoughts to it. It didn't blow my mind as much. Like, I love the Razor XS. I love the Go Run, what's the Max one? Max Road?
Max Road.
I really love that shoe.
Those have that jelly kind of feel that comes from what we expect from a hyperburst.
Yeah.
I think the durometer on this one is firmer, and so when you're landing on this, it just doesn't have that nice bounce that you get from some of the other ones. It could be a couple different factors. It might not just be the hyperburst. It might be all this Goodyear rubber that's on the bottom for durability.
Yep, you got a lot of traction. I mean, it's gonna be a durable shoe. You got a lot of traction underneath there for sure. Overall though, I'd say this is just like, for me, it's an average daily trainer. It's not horrible, it's not great. It works, it does what it does.
The problem is, a lot of people really got into the last version of Ride, and the version of Ride before that was a pretty good hit. Just a simple, had a smoother roll off. I feel like you're missing some of the roll in this one that you had in the previous model. So it just doesn't have that smooth through your stride feel. It's not bad, like Robbie's saying. I'm being super critical because we're so used to the Hyperburst being
Those
awesome.
are the instructions they gave us.
Yes.
If I'm getting a daily trainer, and I guess this is more like a little bit more built up, like traditional, like Razor Excess is like where I'm going.
That's where I'd say, like, I feel like the problem that Skechers is running into, they're trying to create more Hyperburst shoes and different platitudes of Hyperburst. And I don't know, you get into this one, and if I was gonna compare it to the XS, which has a mono mesh upper and weighs 221 grams or 7.80 ounces, this is 7.8 ounces.
I mean, and you're getting
that's close to like Vaporfly land. So it doesn't have a plate, but it does have Goodyear rubber, Hyperburst midsole, super light upper.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're not getting as much support or structure around in the upper, but it's still like, it's
but this one felt great to me on the road.
I
agree. Like super smooth ride. It has that Hyperburst feel that I like. Like I would totally recommend this one for a daily trainer and a faster day shoe. Then I would go for the Ride. Like the Ride almost seems like a clunky version of this.
Colorways, I am not a huge fan of the Skechers colorways. I just gotta say, it always like looks great, and I'm like, I don't know, what do I wear with this?
I like this one when I was out on the road because it does in the early morning light. This color kind of pops and glows. I don't know if you've experienced that when it's like low light conditions and the color of a shoe kind of like is more visible. I don't know. Yeah. The other color versions for this that I saw in the sheet are lackluster.
I'm just like, I feel like the color palettes are like in a different decade or something.
You mean you can't pair this with your John G or your Tracksmith?
Yeah, I don't like, that's the thing. It's like, if you would think you'd be able to pair it with something super colorful like John G, but you can't. And then the Tracksmith, it just looks out of place, or I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, you're gonna need a whole new wardrobe with these.
Or just like wear black shorts and no shirt, like in the summer.
Yeah, there you go. I did like my Falk socks with this. I had the Falk orange socks and it paired up really nicely with that. You can see that reel on our gram feed.
There it is.
I wanna love this, and it just is middle of the road for me. The biggest problem I have with this is the firmness of the sole compared to where that bump is on the M strike. I was really aware of that. And for some reason, I just did not like where it was hitting my arch.
And it's also comes in at $135, by the way, it releases mid-May. At $135 is a little bit up there for like a daily trainer. It's more than the Nike Pegasus at $120. It's more than the
Nova Blast
2, which we just reviewed.
The Beacon.
Yeah, it's, so I don't know. I mean, if I'm going like for daily trainer, I might save a little bit of money and go with one of those.
So what's the drop on this, Robbie?
The drop is 6 millimeters on this, 34 in the heel and 28 in the toe. So pretty like middle of the road. Most a lot of daily trainers these days are going in the 10 range.
10 to 8, yeah. You'd have to try it for yourself. If you like a little firmer, harsher ride, and you like that M strike hitting you right underneath the arch, then you'll like this shoe. It is Rockered. I feel like it just doesn't have that perfect rocker that we're starting to see with shoes like the New Balance More 3 or even like
Carbon
the
X
Asics Evo rides have a nice Rockered feel through it. Yeah, just not feeling this one.
Hey, look, we love this one.
Yeah, this is the one.
And by the way, Razor Trail, hopefully we'll have a review coming that soon on YouTube, but that shoe for a trail shoe is freaking awesome. I mean, like if you're doing less technical trails or you just want to have fun on, Razor Trail.
Every one of our reviewers has given us positive feedback on the Razor Trail. It's pretty exciting lightweight racing shoe for, I would say, less technical trails.
Yeah, I mean, I just said that.
You did? Well, Robbie would say it too. Probably just did. Maybe that's where I heard it.
Stick around for some of that. Otherwise, yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to this video, or like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Facebook, Strava. Boom.
And check out the drop.
Listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Robbie, say hi to your mom.
All right. Hi, Mom.
Can't believe we messed up so much on the first one because there wasn't really that much to say.
No one knew what was going on.
Yeah. Did you give drops?
I didn't. We can go back.